is massive for them.
It is. But of course, you know, we've seen it could still be a hard game.
Oh, it'll definitely be a hard game.
It could still be a very hard game. But like the shots that were coming out, dude, also techno. Like, just got to say, in terms of some of the aim we've seen this event, all the props to that man. Like, his crosshair placement's sick. He was really, really fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, no, unreal. And I'm not saying, it's definitely not going to be an easy game, but you could see in that interview that they did with Maui, they were all saying they figured Tai Lu was the best team at the event. So to now at least like mentally to potentially be able to make it through without even having to play against them could be huge.
Yeah, could be a difference. But we'll get there when we're there. For now, we're here on Vertigo, second map in the series, LFO starting on the CT side. What can they display? APOC, he had a huge game on Nuke. Started it off in fabulous fashion, all the kills, all the entries, slowed down a bit towards the middle. So let's hope he can come back to life now on the pistol.
Spots the player crossing. Now they know there's two up into the side of the site. He's looking for this opening kill, but it's actually Hazard getting the kill onto Sicko to start this one off, and the bomb is at the bottom of B. They haven't forced any rotations yet. The pressure is being applied. You can see they're rotating through elevator, and now the rotations are coming in. There is still Savage over there on the B bomb site. He's waiting for anything potential, any sneaky stuff going on, but now he's moved over as well. Liez has got into the advanced position, and they don't even know the bomb's on B yet. Now they found out in the back. They find the kill. Savage is here, but the bomb is on B. He needs to recover the kit, and he doesn't know where the T's are, and they've completely fallen back.
Clearing around. He's looking for him.
Hey, he's just saving.
But all in all, man. I mean, you always there to save. Is there anything there? Did you find a flash?
He found a flash. He can't find the kit, though. He's trying, but he can't find it. There. Now he finally did get it, but too little, too late. He saves. Yeah, little shake.
Shake it off.
He still has the 100. He's got the full armor. He's got the kit. It's not a bad save. Now he can buy the upgraded head armor, potentially even he could get a FAMAS.
Would you want the FAMAS?
No, I wouldn't want a FAMAS.
I mean, he might, but
yeah,
I don't know if he
I
would.
Wouldn't. That's for sure. Drops the scout. That's going to go over to Sterling. He's got the Deagle in the inventory, so you know what? The save ends up being worth it. Gets to keep the extra money, goes for the upgrade, buys the utility, so just a slightly better buy than they would have otherwise had. It's about the small things.
They all add up. The little things in life. Ooh, APOC. He was trying to make a play with a 5-7, but he will be shut down immediately by Ints. And Sterling with 17 HP, holding with the scout. He can get some tags off. There could be damage dealt. Licky was close with a 5-7. But all in all, it's just a bit of a stalemate. The classic push and pull towards ramp. Liaz, he'll develop a play in the back line through middle as well.
Yeah, he's trying to creep out. There is the one player with eyes on it. That is Savage. Throws the flash towards top of B, just to bait out that there is still that one player inside of the B site, but they've all rotated over to A. The bomb is here. And Liaz doesn't want to go too early. He has the AK, so he can't really risk walking out middle and dropping it, so he's just holding. And this means that the T's are going to be executing right into this stack. The counter smoke is going to be massive, and this should be the call to like, wait. Let's not do this. Don't commit to the site. The counter smoke is there. You don't want to overcommit. You don't want to do anything crazy. Now Sterling gets the kill with the scout as well. And he gets another tag. They're waiting for the flank. It's going to be huge. 20 seconds remaining. They're running out of time. Liaz needs to get in here. He needs to start finding something because they need to get the bomb down.
Hats on the site. Jumping around. Liaz now finally coming in for his plays. The first and the second are rapidly found. There goes Licky, and it's all on Hazard. No opportunity. Almost went wrong.
Yeah, they let that get real close.
Yeah, tight there. Very, very tight. Fine margin between that round working out in the manner it did. And obviously them suffering a bit of an upsetting loss on that round. It would have gone 1-1. It probably would have worked out better for LFO, all things considered, with how the economy works.
I'm surprised with how much time they were taking, how long the T's were taking to actually go into the site, that somebody from LFO didn't turn around and hold for that flank, right? because Renegades was making it kind of obvious they were waiting for something, you know? They were just sort of standing around. But this time it is the B stack. Molotov to clear close. They're all grouping up. The flash is going to come in. Liaz might get caught. The nade is good. He's doing some damage. And they don't want to throw the flash too early. They want to wait until they get somebody committing up the stairs before they actually throw that flash out. Now he's stuck in the bottom, does a ton of damage. But everyone's able to walk away. As Sicko takes some space towards mid. Liaz is still here causing problems. And this is just a very slow default from the T's. Ooh, are they going B? They are. They're going to B. The CTs haven't committed the 5 men in the B site now. You can see they're starting to rotate over. And that's right as the Renegades are making their way up.
Pushing into the site. Sterling trying to jump back. APOC, he's off to the moon. Boosting up. Oh no! Okay, well, that's unlucky. The cluster luck coming in as the grenade will kill 2 of them. And Renegades do walk their way through with all 3 rounds.
Right now, Hats is like, dude, you stole both of my ecos.
What are you doing?
I had 2 free kills, and you just throw a grenade at them like that?
It's just rude and upsetting.
Yeah, why would you do that? They think about it. It's not just that you got the ecos, you know, which is obviously upsetting in itself. But it's the fact that he thought they were his. And then they were just ripped away from him like that.
And at that point, like mentally, you know, you're thinking, look, I'm going to get these 2 ecos.
Yeah.
It's all going my way. Yeah, no, rude. Ooh, hello, Alistair. Giving a very rude awakening to Savage. So you go straight in with a back turn, and this is a rapid play. I mean, they're up over window already, but the Molotov is going to burn on the back of Sicko. As Hazard re-peeks towards the site, Liaz is prepared for it. Sterling's here, he has the AWP, but now it's all on him in the 1 versus 3. Peek from Liaz, he's not missing a single bullet. He's had 7 kills in a row now. This is just getting a bit spooky.
You know, I have a feeling, and it is early days, so I may be getting ahead of myself, especially considering LFO started the last game up 6-0. But I have a feeling the Renegades might just be a bit too confident to lose this one.
Yeah, I'd say so. With how that other game went towards the end, like they were hyped up, they were in a good mindset. Liaz hitting all his shots as well. You start a game off 7-0, you know, you're not really going to be slowing down. And he wants to try and keep the pace up here, pushes in towards B early. Savage is just going to walk his way through the smoke and get into a slightly better angle. APOC, risky business with a 5-7.
Snuck through, the nade doing a ton. The op shot not helping either. APOC tries to escape, loses his life, and actually Hats goes down to Savage as well, pushing through B. Liaz is here, but he's low HP. The smoke to isolate him means that they get to keep control. He's jump spotting. He's trying to see if he can spot him. He hasn't seen anything. Savage might be hearing all of this. He might just creep right by. Oh, he's gone into T-spawn. This could be the round-winning play. Oh, he hesitates. Doesn't go for the flank. May have lost his timing. Now by the time they start executing, there should be somebody looking at the flank. They still could make a mistake and not watch it. Yeah, you see now, Liaz, yeah, he's on it.
Aware of the opportunity now. 40 seconds left on the round. And the 4Ts grouped up towards ramp. Liaz still hesitant about being pushed in the back line. So we'll have that covered. Savage is just holding towards the bridge. The 2 Deagles are the only weapons they have stationed on site at A. Licky, he's peeking out first. Az is going to sit on the lip of the box, and here comes Savage finally revealing himself, but it's just going to be an awkward fight between both of them. Does win out on one, so Ince goes down. Sicko as well gets blown to bits by the Deagle, and Alistair, he's got a hard commit to get rid of the ramp player.
Oh, he missed it! What a shot from Hazard with the Deagle. I thought Alistair landed the shot. It looked like it went right through him. But he misses it, and the eco round goes the way of LFO. Again, Renegades, when they execute on this site, they like to throw that smoke into the elevator. And it's causing them problems. It's just slowing them down so much. They haven't thrown the standard A smokes yet. And it's been a bit of a problem. The flank from Savage ends up working. He finds a kill, which is huge. But then, of course, the deagle shots from Hazard inside of the site were just like, what can you do?
No, I mean, like, it didn't even look like it was the kill.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. The fact that he actually pulls that off, like, huge props, massive round. Unbelievable scenes in the fashion that they've won that one.
Yeah.
So you stop Renegades from going 5-0 up. You save that AWP because of it as well. So now Sterling's got it pulled out. Alistair's reinvested. He's peering over the top of the smoke, but the flashbang will blind them. He wants this pick. Sterling's going to flash around the corner. Oh, Alistair! Oh, he is so mad about what's just happened in the last round that he backhands his way through the first man he sees. And he hardly even sees him. It was the wallbang onto Sterling, so the AWP can't really be recovered as well. And that is a hell of a pick for Renegades.
It's a great way to start the round for the T side. They're grouping up towards B now. There is 2 CTs here. Hazard is still committed to the B site, has support from Savage in middle. Because they're down numbers, he wants to go aggressive, and the timing really not working out for Hazard there. The smoke lands at the perfect time, though. That's going to blind Hats. Instead, now, they need to push forward. They need to find the trade. The counter flashes are good. They're not able to push it, but the grenade lands right on top of them. They're able to find the frag, and while this is all going on, Ince has walked up into the A site. They have control of it, and they're rotating back over.
He's set up for the CT aggression as well, and APOC won't even realize what's hit him. Dead before he hit the ground. Bomb going to be planted from Alistair. And that is a swift recovery. LFO, they rock the boat a little bit with the deagle round. The Renegades back to smooth sailing here as they will get this 5th round. And Licky and Savage, they duo up and they try and save together.
And it looks like they're going to be allowed to. The Renegades' money's not great. You can see Sicko down to 750, Liaz on 1450. So they don't want to do anything too crazy. Hold on to all their guns. Let the CTs keep their 2. And because they won the deagle round, they can potentially force back into this. Savage will be able to drop 1 M4 and maybe like an MP9 or something to APOC. Actually, 6K, he can drop 2 M4s. So they can buy into this. Licky can drop 1, Savage can drop 2, or he can drop an op over to Sterling.
They've got options. And they will piece together the buy.
Yep, there is the op.
Obviously for Sterling, last time he had the AWP out, didn't really work too well as Alistair hit him with a despicable shot. And he's switching up the pace again as well. Wanted to see if anyone was going to face onto him. They don't over. They do drop the smoke, so he's going to reposition. Ooh, the battle of the AWPers here has been so tight.
Go for the spam. Aggression. Onto the ramp by the CTs. Does find a tag onto Alistair, but that is all it finds. Molotov to clear out the close right corner. Nobody's there to peek it. He swings out. Bold swing. Alistair's posted, and remember, his teammate is here. It's the op of Sterling, and he's over at the sandbags. The flash is good. It's going to push everybody back, but APOC doesn't want to mess with it, and neither does Sterling, actually. They're just going to walk away. So a ton of utility committed to that ramp play, and then they just walk away and give it up. And APOC gives up his life.
Uh-oh. And then committing onto the site as well. Hats is a headhunter, and he's going to be able to find 2 frags, and that's it. The ship's gone down, LFO. You've lost the round there.
They threw so much utility and committed to playing for the ramp, and then they still had smokes up. They still had the smoke for APOC. They could have re-smoked either on top of the sandbag, is a common one that people are throwing now, the one that land, the sandbag on the ramp. Smoke lands on top of it. Just gives you a one-way for the feet, pretty much. Stops the T's from being able to walk up. But they just walk away. They get caught, and then APOC, while walking away, tries to start throwing some utility towards the ramp, and of course they've just walked up, so then they just kill him for free. And now again, Savage and Hazard trying to hold on to these guns, and he looks away at the worst possible time. Hazard's going to get 1 back, but they're both going to drop. Both guns taken out of the hands of the CTs. And because of it, now LFO can't buy. If they had saved those 2 guns, Licky and Apoc would have been able to buy. Someone could have dropped Sterling. It would have been fine. Instead, they both drop, and that's going to force the half-buy.
Scout on Licky. There's been some big tags with the Scout in this game already. If he can tag them, maybe the Deagles can finish them off, but it's all wishful thinking. Renegades sticking to what's worked well for them as well. The attacks towards A ramp have been relatively uncontested. He does hard commit to the peek out with the Scout here. They nade it back and then go swinging in, so close to getting the shot up into the back.
Yeah, like you said, so close to finding that timing. It came down to milliseconds. But the CTs do get away with their lives, and looks like they want to re-aggress as well. They do have the one flash on Apoc. It's a good nade. The timing just wasn't perfect. But Licky, he's aggressive, and Apoc, if he gets this flash timing right, this could be dangerous. Actually, again, they decide to back off.
They flash round. Vince is holding. And Renegades, you've still got so much time to work with here. 60 seconds on the clock, tons of utility. The only potential play could be a possibility if we see the swing from the 5-7. Oh, Licky, all right. Does hit the Scout shot, playing on the close angle. The 5-7, not going to work too well, but they commit to it. Sterling swings round, he gets traded. Alistair as well, doubles down as Licky. He goes to the wayside. It's just Hazard and Savage left now in the 2v3. 4 HP on Hats. Bomb being planted.
They get it down. The post plant should be good. Hats has recovered another smoke, so he can re-smoke that left side as well. Decides not to do it. They're just holding on to it. And Hazard's actually going aggressive, and we've seen him do this before. Finds the headshot with the Deagle onto Hats, but Liaz with the swing. He's not going to be able to pull off another miracle. I thought when he hit that first one, D-Jack, I was like, oh, we've seen this before from him.
He's running it back. He's doing it again. Frustration there as well. This is rough for him, man. 7-1 LFO. Can't quite get into the game on their CT side of Vertigo. You think back to Nuke as well. Apoc, he came out incredibly hot. He was 8-0. Here, different story. 0-8. And it's a shame to see because we know that he can have so much impact for this team. Trying to make a play here. Will be the 1-for-1 as Hats will be able to battle back against him. So we're down to a 4v4 from the opener. Good headshot from Sterling. And he stays alive.
Stays alive, gets away. 3 players inside of the A-bomb site here for the CTs. So Alistair has a big moment. And also, the op being here is going to keep that third player around because you don't normally expect the op to be the one lurking. So the op takes the shot. The CTs are going to assume that there's more people here. That death is not ideal, but regardless, there's only one player over at B, and they haven't even started moving yet, the CTs. They still think the play was towards A, and Hazard now has a big job ahead of him. He needs to get at least one when they come into this site.
No! He peeks with a nade out. They don't take him down, and he somehow does recover to get the headshot off onto Liaz, lay him out. And Sicko, what can you do now? 40 seconds. 1 Molotov and the AK. That's all he has to win this round. He's expecting the close peek. Hazard will dispatch him, and they do get a second round. Very tight, very awkward, but they do get it.
Important one to get with 4 people alive. They haven't had any money so far this half, of course. They've just been losing most of the rounds. So they didn't have any money right there. If Sterling misses that shot, Hats gets the kill, it's over. And here, I mean, that's just huge for Hats to get that because I thought he was dead. When he swung out with that smoke, you could tell even Renegades, they were just surprised. They were like, oh, I wasn't expecting to shoot anybody right now.
It was bizarre. It's lucky he recovers, lucky he stayed alive. Same can't be said for Apoc in this round. Trying again with the A aggression towards ramp. Licky boosted up. He has been able to hit one, and Sterling comes back in as well. So they've actually turned the round that's head a little bit. Now getting 2 picks back. You have the advantage in the 4 versus 3. Bomb was down towards ramp, and it's been grabbed. And they're going back to the B site. Hazard here again, with another large job to achieve.
Yeah, he's all by himself. No rotations close by. That smoke is going to start fading soon. He tucks himself away in the back of the site. They have mollies to clear this out. 3 Molotovs. It just depends on if they want to go for the contact or if they want to go for the execute. Liaz is going to pop his head up. Hasn't seen anything yet. Now, Licky's here. Counter flashes in. Liaz gets blind. He takes some shots, so he gives away his position. No, the miss! Hazard can't connect it. Not a single bullet lands onto Liaz, as now he's inside of the site. He's tucked way behind the double stack. The CTs are rotating in. A kill again for Liaz, but Licky gets one before he drops.
The Molotov's bouncing into the site. Liaz posting up, trying to play on top of the box. Will re-smoke it as well towards AC. 2-on-2 for the retake. They both have kits, and they've got 1 smoke to help them out here. Sicko waiting for the push. Sees a glimpse of them, but Savage hits the shot. Sickening stuff, and it's all down to Liaz. He's had a monstrous game so far, but will he be able to put himself on 15 frags to get this round? Sprays down onto Savage. Waiting for the face, but Sterling, with a pixel, hits the shot and clutches it out. 3rd round going the way of LFO.
And he wins it, but just barely. And look at him, he's loving it. He's like, all right, we're getting rounds on the board. It might not be clean, it might not be easy, but all we care about is those numbers going up. And eventually, if it gets to 16, you've won the game, unless you're in overtime. But it generally goes without saying.
Yeah, true. If that happens, we would go to Dust 2. It's always there.
Yep.
We were saying, they're no strangers to this map. The LFO boys do play it a lot. It's a map they're good on, they're proficient on. But with the way that Renegades started it off, it does so much damage to your confidence.
Yeah.
And it can leave you playing, more boxed up CS, showing too much respect.
Yep. And also, as far as the map pool goes, Vertigo is the one that tends to be more T-sided than anything else. I mean, there's no T-sided map in the pool right now, just to make it clear. But Vertigo is one of the more T-sided ones. Just because of how much utility needs to be used on both sites for the CTs, right? Like, to hold the ramp, you have to use so many smokes that just makes it very difficult. As Liaz going very aggressive here towards the bottom of B. And Alistair, he's found this kill through the yellow before, right? You can see through those little openings inside of the yellow construction. You can actually see if a player's playing behind it. Hasn't spotted anyone yet. There is a player in the area. That is APOC. Drops that deep smoke towards yellow just to threaten the aggression. There's 2 Ts at the bottom of B, and you can see one is playing anti-flash just in case. Liaz is looking up, just checking for any aggression. And this time, LFO is dedicated 2 players inside of this B-bomb site. Renegades has been going there quite a bit. But when they do, LFOs come out on top.
I have indeed. It's never been clean for them. It always goes down to the wire, but they are winning the rounds.
They're going back to it. And this is going to be... See, he's holding for this boost precisely. He's on the crouch, but he holds forward. He jumps up. Liaz loses his life. Savage was waiting for it. Liaz wasn't ready to take the fight yet. He was still crouched. He hadn't even stood up. As now they're trying to go for another boost. And again, he's going to get spotted. But he wins out on the fight. Hazard can't find it. Ince on the lurk gets one. That's over towards A, and he gets away. Drops down from the stairs. They're going to go back over to the A bomb site. Sterling's here with the op. They have the nades for this, though. They have both smokes.
Sterling, ready for push to come to shove. Bounces up on top of the boxes, takes the peek, but the flashbang will blind him. He falls off with 41 HP, and then suddenly he's completely out of the round. Licky will grab the weapon, but it's all about recovery here. Run away, save the guns, give it up. That's an 8 for Renegades. Winning out on the half so far now on the T side of Vertigo.
They need to try to hold on to these. And the other thing is that's lucky for them is Renegades can't really afford to chase because their money's in such a bad spot, right? Liaz is on 0. Pretty much the entire team is at the point where if they lose the next round, they can't buy. So they need to hold on to all these guns. They can't afford to chase, which means Sterling is going to have that op in his hand going into the next round. I'm not sure what the money bonus is like for LFO right now because they won 2 in a row. Yeah, so their money bonus isn't good. It was only at 1,900, maybe 24. Not great. Yeah, it was at 24 because Licky was at 1,000. So they were only at the 2,400 bonus, so they are going to be able to buy. They're going to be able to drop a few guns if they want to. They might, yeah, they might just save here. They should probably take attack. It'd be a good time to take one, like right now. really fast. Go on, you can do it. Damn.
Just go straight back in.
I was trying to like
will it into existence.
Yeah, like manifest it. Like the opposite of what like a caster curse, you know?
Mm-hmm. Cast a blessing.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, all right. Sterling, best on the AWP. He comes in for the first pick at least. And normally it's been APOC getting aggressive with a rifle. Obviously with the AWP, you get that first frag. Now you've left Ints in the dirt. And Renegades, one of the few rounds where they do go into it 4 versus 5.
Sterling got the opening, but he did take a ton of nade damage in the process. Now the thing is, in those situations, the op tends to get a pick, rotate somewhere else, right? Get a pick, rotate somewhere else. So they're coming back to A. They're walking up. And Sterling did rotate somewhere else, but it's just towards side hall. And Alistair with the read swings out with the pre-fire. Now, if that's not some domestic knowledge, I don't know what it is.
That's madness. Hell of a shot, hell of a read. Alistair wants even more as well, and the pistols are pushing up onto him. They're going to bait it around the corner. That's the frag. AWP grab back. Problem is for Savage that Hats has overwhelmed him. Tap onto the site as well, and now they can all start to converge. One by one, the frags are being found. It's just on Hazard in the back line with a deagle. He's been lethal with a weapon, and he is doing it again. He's hit the headshot on the Liaz. Hats has only got 3 HP to work with. If he hits this, could be gargantuan. He jumps up onto the site. He's waiting for a face to come towards him. They have no reason to peek. They've got the angle covered. Sicko will watch it as he crosses and ends it there.
The footstep did him dirty there. He was so close. They weren't watching for if he jumped up. Could have potentially had something. Again, now every time he's in those situations with the deagle after that round earlier, I'm like, oh, it could happen. It could happen.
Always feels like there's a chance for him now.
Dude, you know what I just realized?
Go on.
Liaz and Sterling just look like brothers. Like, 100%.
Very similar sort of hairstyle.
Similar hairstyle, similar like facial structure, similar build, you know? Like they if they were brothers, you wouldn't be surprised at all.
No, true.
I wonder if they are. Australian CS scene can't be that big.
You do your family research.
Oh, I'm looking.
And we'll see what happens here. So Renegades, massive half so far. You've already got 9 rounds. They do want even more. Peek out towards middle. Hard commit on the spray from Sicko. And that won't work for him. So he goes down to Licky. They've got deep control. Down towards the stair as well. So Hazard, he's primed and ready. But Liaz will be able to battle back against it. 4v4. And no information really where Renegades are committing to because they don't have to. They can take all this time. They had the bomb on bridge. So that can be picked back up.
They've done the research. If they are brothers, it's got to be like half brothers or something. So they got different last names.
Alistair just hits this every time, isn't he?
He does. It's actually he's sigma-ing Sterling right now with the op.
Ooh. Unfortunate for APOC on the fight as well. Hats. Always on heads. True statement.
So true it is.
Savage will trade it on the close angle. I mean, it's a 1v3. 13 seconds left. If you can somehow make a big play out of this, it might be a possibility. I mean, time is tight. He pushed it straight in.
Oh my.
So close. Liaz, by the skin of his teeth, survives on 11 HP. But Renegades, just round in, round out.
If he killed Liaz there, that might have been round over because he just holds W. 1 bullet is enough to kill the man planning.
Yeah.
The other guy's in mid. He's window. He's not going to be able to get the kill in time. He could just tuck behind default. That was so close, actually. That was ridiculous. Look, right here. If Liaz drops there, I think they lose.
And LFO needed rounds no matter how they came.
That's...
Ooh, okay. 1 for 1. Problem is, Sterling, he's now stuck on his own on an island, and Ints will just swing round. So there's only 3 CTs. On the side of LFO. Ooh. Big nades, tons of damage onto Ints, and he's just going in again. They're going to try and do the APOC play with the 5-7. That won't work. So Hazard and Savage, last 2 left alive. They've both got deagles. We know they work. Couple of tags, miss on the head. And Hazard, again in a 1v4 towards the A site with just the Deagle.
And surely not again. He's not going to be able to make this one happen. Jackie starting it. He finds the first headshot. Alistair on top of the site. Shot gives away the position. He knows where he is. He got a second one. 19 HP. He's pushing forward, playing around the smoke. He doesn't have the kit. He's looking for anything he can find, and Sicko denies it. Again, when this man's on the retake with the Deagle, I always feel like something can happen.
I don't know how he does it so consistently, but he's just really confident with the Deagle. And any of those rounds, it seems like he can just make magic happen.
Paper was on the floor.
Ooh,
I got a little concerned.
Yeah, no, that's not
good. But
good.
then right at the end, I saw the coach reaching down to grab it, so we're fine. Everything's fine. Also, Apox died every single round. Just saying.
Yeah, he's been super hard committing to the ramp fights.
Yeah,
like 1 for 1, 1 for 1. He's willing to just go for the 1 for 1.
Yeah, which isn't very good on CT Vertigo.
No, it doesn't help.
It's not really good on CT side in general. There's some maps and positions where it's okay. Yeah. I'm just going to let that exist.
That was big for itself. And Renegades are silencing LFO overall. The silencer coming out for Licky, but Int will be able to make the rapid adjustment onto both of them. Switches to the Deagle. Hazard's coming round. So 2 versus 4. A site completely now the domain of Renegades. The Deagle's there, but Hazard, he will actually win out on that one. Stays alive, and it buys enough time for Sterling to peek up on top. Alistair
again
stops him. The AWP always working for him. Hazard on the A side. All right, hits the kill on the Sicko. 1v1. All on the AWPer now. 50 seconds. He's tucked in, back towards the sandbags. Bombs down on site. He throws the flash over. It just peeks into him. Alistair's got it. And that's a 12-3 half to Renegades.
He waits for it, and right there you could see the fake flash. I think they're laughing about it.
Yeah.
He hit G on the one to bait the fake. Threw the second one high, hoping it would blind him. Doesn't work out. Yeah, they're all having a little giggle about it. It was a nice try. It was worth a shot. But in the end, they do drop. And what I was saying earlier about I think Renegades might be too confident. This engagement right here is so like cool, calm, and collected for Mince, right? He's got people coming at him from multiple angles. The elevation is changing because the guy's jumping up over the sight box. He's just calmly adjusting his crosshair and continuing to spray, right? He's not like trying to panic and go for the one taps, and he's not panic spraying back and forth. He's stopping his shots, adjusting his crosshair, gets the first kill, readjusts, finds the second, no problem. He looked so calm the entire time. He never felt like he wasn't going to get those kills. And when players get into a flow state like that, it becomes very, very difficult to beat them.
LFO. They're trying to go with the flow straight out through middle here. Apoc gets the opener. There's the second kill as well. So we're in a tight 3-on-3 as they do start to run around the site. Apoc lays out Sicko and says good night. Alistair and Hats find a frag apiece, and it's all on Hazard. No Deagle in his hands. Just a Glock this time. He wants to go for one of the fights as well. He's pushing up, looking towards window. Peeking back out, round on CT.
He hasn't spotted him, yeah. I thought maybe it looked like he would have seen him when he was crossing to that left side. I call that spot NAF. When he was crossing to NAF, it looked like he would have been able to see him. But maybe everyone on his team is 4x3, so nobody saw him. Because if I'm in that situation, I'm like yelling at my teammate, he's in window, he's on the right in the window, shoot him to the wall.
Oh man, really rough.
Dude, they're just feeling it. They're just feeling it too much right now. Like I said, I think it's one of those games where it's their map pick. They just beat you on Nuke, where they had to have a comeback in the first half. Then they had to win a bunch of rounds on T side, which they did. And then now they're coming into their map pick. They start winning early. You know, I think Renegades is just in that flow state, and it's gonna be almost impossible for LFO to shut them down.
So again, Sterling and Alistair in the trade game. Alistair down to 30 HP. Ooh, Licky gets one. He did try and go aggro towards ramp. There's so many kills coming in all across the board. There's only 2 CTs left alive. Apoc, he's pushed up in towards B. Savage, if he can hold here for the elevator rotate, It could stop Renegades in a round like this, but he will back off. There's a man in close CT as well, playing behind the smoke. That's Hazza. And Alistair's coming. He's getting closer and closer to it. He's going to set himself up for the utility as well. And Savage is still here. He's backed off. He's been trying to sneak his way around towards middle. Now hard committing for the rotate to get into the B site. The Galil posted, ready to attack. Hats will peek back into the site. If he can bait him in, Hazza should be able to unload with this Galil and potentially get LFO their 4th round and start getting them into the game now on the T side. There's the good cleanup, and they do take the round.
Yeah, the force spy comes out. It works out. They find the kills. They keep 3 people alive. They're going to be able to recover the M4. And like you said, kills just came out across the map all at one time. There was the kills towards A exchanged, and then the crucial fight to win was the one towards middle. You get that fight towards middle. I think it was Savage who ended up getting the kill. And because of it, what happens is the player in B now has to worry about getting pinched. So he goes for the aggressive fight on the B stairs. You win that one, and then it's round over.
APOC. Always just ready for a brawl.
Hey, he survived.
Every round.
He survived a round.
He did. He got into it, mate.
Good for him. That's big.
That's what you need.
I'm proud of the old man.
Oh. Licky, out the corner of his eye, spots Alistair with the deagle. Trying to do something surprising. Stays alive at 7 HP, but he can't quite get away. Does bait them in. But Hats, he'll buckle. Licky does get both of those frags. Response from Insta, just push straight back in with the CZ. Tap onto the head from Hazza. Now all 5 of the LFO boys have taken control of the site. Sicko, close towards CT. Dead. Oh, nice tap as well.
There you go. They all get tapped out. They all get blasted. Everyone on LFO survives. Renegades force spy back. Doesn't work out for them. They still are on 13 rounds, so they have quite a few to play with. LFO can't afford to make too many more mistakes. But them building up their money is very important, because if they lose 2 rounds, then they're already on 15, right? So the more they build up their money, the more that they're going to be they're just going to be able to buy pretty much until they lose, if they have enough money. And that's obviously the point that you want to get to, where you never want to end up with a situation where Renegades has 15 rounds and you're on a Tech 9 buy, right? Yeah. You don't want that. So you want to win rounds like this very cleanly, and that's not a great start. The 1-for-1 on the ramp. Now they know they're stacked up, though, so that it's just going to be free entry into the B-bomb site, as Alistair's able to recover the M4. Nobody has armor, so it's probably going to be worth saving that. Let the USPs sort of, go for something, see if they can get any more kills, while you just hold on to the M4.
Nay's doing so much damage as well. Renegades taking some big hits. If anyone exits onto him, then yeah, it'll be fine. You might be able to steal away one thing. Ints could be a bit cheeky. If they come running past, always an opportunity. More so than anything else, though, as you were saying, Alistair save his weapon. He's waiting for the knife, but they're all exiting together. Can't be too surprising. And Sterling does find Liaz. There's only the USP. Imagine.
I love that he tapped the bomb just to pull him back. Just hey, just so you know, I was here. They don't find anything else, so only just the 1 kill. The 1 M4 recovered, though. Crucial for the Opper, because now he's going to be able to just buy his armor, his nades, whatever. And he's going to keep that extra money, so that if they do lose this round, he'll have even more money the next one, and then eventually he'll be able to get that op out safely. So very important, although he saved his money maybe just a little bit too much, because he didn't buy a kit and he was the only one who could have afforded it. I hate him now.
If it comes down to a late round, we'll see if that affects anything. Ooh, Hats. Spamming through the smoke. Almost getting his tags in. He's looking for the gap behind the sandbags as well. Drops down and actually does get the tag off with a smoke grenade. That's the 1-for-1 trade, as Ints will be able to hit that onto Licky. Flash over the top. Alistair recoils away and scurries out of there.
One-way smoke thrown. Pop flash is good. Liaz spots out the smoke, though, so he doesn't want to take the fight. APOC was blind. He's looking for anything up here inside of the site, but Liaz, since he did spot out that smoke, he's going to know just not to take the fight with this. He could reload. He's choosing not to. It's bothering me a little bit. Because they are just going to walk up into the B site here. And Liaz is tucked away. They're pushed all the way up, though, and they're not 100% sure. Smoke does get dropped. They find the first contact. Hazard gets put down very low, and now Liaz makes his move. Swings out to the right. Finds the headshot. Again, with the pop flashes, the counter nades are perfect. The smoke's going to keep him alive, and the T's now, they are frozen in place.
Savage has the hold, waiting for the re-aggression. Sterling spamming through the smoke. He's going to land. That's the peak from Liaz, and he will stop it right then and there. 14th now grabbed for Renegades.
Tucked away in the back of the site. As soon as that hit comes in, they both drop their smokes. One on default, one towards the back pillar. The counter flashes as well from the mid rotators were just absolutely perfect. You can see just full blind constantly. Counter utility so important on those executes, and Renegades has it down to a science. They nailed it. There's now LFO. Need to answer back, 14-6. Can only afford really to give up one more round. And you don't even want to be doing that either. You give them 15, not ideal.
Oof. Hefty spam through the smoke. Counter utility is thrown out. Oh no, Alistair. He's able to get the connection off onto Licky. So again, it's another round where LFO have to contend a man down, but Sterling does actually get that off. Stops Hats and puts them in the 4v4. You've got a lot of time on the clock. And the CT still have utility towards the A site. They molly it, the peak comes up, APOC. Oh, his head gets popped by Alistair. And Ince is still fighting as well. He's just pushing down the ramp here. He knows exactly where they are, and he wants to try and play aggressive. Sees one, flash round the corner. Doesn't work too well for him, but still makes the play occur. And it's all on Hazard. 1v2. How has he gotten away with that?
This man keeps finding himself in these clutch situations. Ince with the lucky lineup finds both of the frags. Hazard spotted the player inside of the site. Ince wants to go aggressive. If he gets the kill on Sicko, he's going to know that Ince was nearby. He'll predict the play towards side hall. You can see he's already looking for it. 27 seconds remaining. He's got to make a move, and they're countering it. They're going to push the ramp, but Hazard's going to make his way up the side hall. They're not going to spot him. They might just push through the ramp, and he's going to get the bomb planted inside of the A site. If they don't turn around now, timing could be everything. It is going to be Ince who gets spotted, and he can't land the shot. Ince swings up. Ince finds the frag. Renegades put us on map and match point.
They took the first map. It was a tight affair. It looked like it could have gone either way. Here on Vertigo, it's mostly just been Renegades living it large. And like you were saying, match point, series point. And this best of 3, if you lose this, you get knocked into such a hard game to win, right?
Down to Ty Lue, man. It's like,
not easy.
Come on. So unlucky.
We know how crazy Ty Lue can be in a game of CES, and this is turning into a bit of a wacky round. Alistair, he's burning. He does go down, so Renegade's at least 4v5.
APOC did get tagged, and the nade is also going to put Sterling down to 51. They haven't been able to recover the op. Another nade comes in, doesn't quite find the damage onto APOC they were hoping for.
Hats. Headshot onto Hazard with a big spam. Okay.
All right, okay, jeez.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, you can do it. Ooh, Ince as well. He was ready for a rambunctious play up the ramp. A lot of damage distributed. Sterling's on 51, APOC's down to 25. You've tagged them up, you just got to finish them off, and Savage somehow hits that shot. And now the numbers game flips in favor of the T's once again. Renegades, though, they know they're so close to winning this series, and the big tags are being delivered. Peek at the back line, Licky with a headshot. All on Liaz and Sicko. And they might just want to go away and save this. LFO have been able to claw their way into a 7th round.
Yeah, they're backing off. They're not going to be able to retake this one. They've done a ton of damage. The sprays through the smokes were connecting, just not on the heads, not able to find the kills. They're going to need to hold on to both their guns, and look at this. Licky's already on the hunt. Bit of a whiff. Secures the kill regardless. Sicko's nearby. They want to take these guns out of their hands. They know it's just like, hey, who even cares, right? If we lose all of our guns, if we lose our money, it's not the end of the world, because if we lose one round, it's over anyways. Now, that being said, yeah, I was going to say, Licky and Hazard on 44 and 39. You want to make sure you can drop them guns, though. You want to make sure everyone's got the full buys.
Do want the buy.
Want the buy.
Do need that.
Need it. Gotta have it.
Mm-hmm. It's a necessity. The game continuing here. And LFO, man, it's a shame they're starting to get into this one when the scoreline's already so one-sided, right? Because they're still hitting their shots. They're still making plays at times. They didn't really have the economy to support much. At least here, Renegades, just USPs, the one save rifle. So if this goes wrong, definitely big questions. Apoc, though, he might be walking into the awaiting arm. Sicko's there. He's on the angle. He had no idea. So that's a free pick. That can be a second weapon passed over as well.
Yeah, Liaz is going to try to grab it, but the gun actually got shot all the way across to the back wall. So it's going to be a little difficult for him to recover. As Ince goes down, this is the pressure towards mid, but they're still running right into the guns, and I think they're aware of that, and they've decided, all right, wait, let's not go B, because that's where the gun of Sicko is. They have USPs over at A. They split through elevator. Dink comes in from Hats. Alistair gets the trade. He's inside of the site. He's staying alive. He's causing problems. He's just being a nuisance. Licky eventually puts him down. Liaz with the recovered AK trades it back. It's a 1 versus 2. He doesn't have armor. There is a kit down on Sicko's body, though.
Liaz. Flashbang and Molotov in the back pocket. He's going to walk his way around and play with the time that he has here in the 1v2. They try and play together and they do hold the angle. Sterling hits the shot. LFO still in the game. Still looking scary each and every time, though.
Still fighting back against the USPs. It was, whoo, it got a little close. Who was it that died inside of the connector, inside of the little door there when they were pushing through elevator, who got the dink? Was it Hats?
Possibly.
I think it was Hats who got the dink and then just didn't finish the kill. If he got that kill, right, that guy drops. Alistair's in the site, kills the guy trying to trade him, and it's just 2 USP kills for free all of a sudden. Could have gone another way, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. Doesn't really matter. As Apoc, he's popped down to 0. He's used all of his utility already. They're going to go for the boost over towards B. Oh, they almost spotted the guys. He just has the loss, so he's just sad. Flash is in. Flash is good. Again, Liaz spots out that one-way smoke, so he's not going to reface. He's just going to wait it out. They're both here. They're still both looking for something. They're kind of just running into each other, sort of getting in each other's way. So they're just going to abandon that plan entirely. Resmoke towards the bottom of the ramp, just to deny some info for Sterling. It lands short, which could... It's going to help somebody in some way.
Oh, Licky looking for a pick. Does dash the Molotov round onto short. And this has created space for the T. So now they're starting to push their way further up. 45 seconds on the clock. Rotate in. Alistair in the back line with the AWP. Eyes honed in like a hawk towards ramp. Savage, he's got the bomb on his back and he's playing towards the lip. Alistair's moved off as well. Completely smoked out now. Just fires off the warning shot. The CTs are close by. They're ready for this.
And Ince has 1 Molotov to deny the plant. With 20 seconds left, that's going to be a problem. Bombs dropped inside of the fire. There's only 15 seconds. The smokes are going to fade. They need to get this bomb down. Planting in the smoke. The flash is good at full blind hazard. They swing out. They get the first kill. 3 versus 5. Bomb is inside of the smoke still. Now, the CTs are waiting. They're just slowing everything down, trying to find the kills, and there it is. Alistair with the aggression, Ince with the op. It's just Licky in the 1 versus 4. He's not going to be able to get it. The defuse will come in, and Renegades will be meeting in that upper bracket final.
They take the game, they take the series with the 2-0 as they get the win on Vertigo. And that is going to be rough for LFO. You have to contend against Tai Lu now in a best of 3. If you lose that, Davey, you are out of the Asia Pacific RMR.
Yeah, that is one nightmare of a lower bracket matchup for the side of LFO. They're going to drop down and play who everybody considered to be the favorites in Tai Lu in that lower bracket game. And like you said, that's going to be coming up next. And whoever loses that